Yo guys, what's up? It's Bob Shelley, but you can call me Bob. Today, patch 11009 has come out. Well, it hasn't come out. They announced it. Relic has announced it. It's coming out tomorrow. The hype. We have the patch coming out tomorrow. Are we hyped? I'm pretty hyped. Because the first thing they have on here, the biggest improvement that is made, is we made improvements to animation canceling issues previously called out by players. We'll be keeping an eye out for your feedback to make digital adjustments in this area, but with this patch, units can no longer easily perform faster attacks than intended by issuing a move command after attacking to cancel the cooldown between hits. I'm a little concerned this is no longer easily performed, so hopefully it's fully taken out of the game. We'll see. Developer note: when playing the Age of Empires 4, we want players to feel like a general and spend want players to feel like a general. Okay, I was very confused. Like a general and spend most of their time making important high-level strategic decisions. There's more work we're doing to ensure that we fully meet this goal. Okay, fix the bug where palisade walls no longer can be targeted. Kind of annoying. I mean, there's times where I can't even freaking place palisade walls, dude. Like, it's kind of obnoxious. Not that I place walls often, but it could be fixed. Okay, either way. Trebuchet projectiles now deal area of effect damage when missing their intended target. So that's kind of cool, like a small buff the trebuchets. We'll see how much AoE damage that is. Developer note, as trebuchet accuracy is low, this means they will now deal splash damage more effectively, and upgrades such as the English Civilization's shattering projectiles is now much more powerful. We'll see. We'll see how much more powerful it is. Fix the bug where incendiary ship damage range increased significantly after researching the explosives text. Fantastic. Take that out. It's awful. Fix the bug where incendiary chips were exploding two or even more times in some cases to keep the unit balanced. We've increased the explosion damage to 300 to 400 to fix the bug. Okay, so they fixed the bug. So to keep it balanced, we've increased the explosion damage. Okay, fine. Scouts now cost 10 more food. Huge. It needed to happen. Scouts are awesome. And they still will be awesome, I think. 10 more food. Is it enough to not make them awesome? And will I not make 2 scouts at the opening of my TC? I think making 2 scouts all the time is correct. So I don't think it's really going to affect anything. So we'll see. It still needs done. What did they say? Developer note: we like that there's an additional utility to the scout unit besides just the scouting. It's got a generous health pool, carries animal carcasses, and provides an effective torch. However, at only 60 food costs, it's quite a bit cheaper than any other military unit. Targeting the cost has no effect on a player's initial scout and is especially impactful for players making armies of this unit. We'll see. Developer note: for fishing, we want finding a body of water full of fish to be an exciting opportunity. Oh my god, it's not a Homage? Oh my gosh. I don't know the word. Oh no! Oh, I have to Google it now. A fake vision. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, we have to look it up. We're looking it up right now because I can't figure it out and I'm off track. An illusion. Is that no? I'm like talking about in a desert. A fake vision definition in a desert. It's not an illusion. A mirage. What did I say? Mirage. Whatever. This is all unedited, so it goes. A mirage. Oh my god. There's like 4 deep sea fish. Nah, it's just shore fish. It was a mirage. Okay, moving on. Okay, developer note: we want finding a body of water full of fish to be an exciting opportunity. However, the gather rate of fishing boats was creating lopsided games with no comeback potential. This modest reduction still makes fishing the most valuable. This modest reduction still makes fishing the waters valuable while opening up to other strategic avenues for the player who isn't able to fully capitalize. As well, fish is intended to be a scarce resource like deer or sheep that provides a burst of food for a limited time. Okay, changes to swordfish. Fishing ship harvest rate reduced from 0.75 to 0.66. I like it. We'll see how much that does. Shorefish reduced from 1,000 to 500. Oh man, that seems like a lot. This is 0.9. This is 50%, man. Wow. Changes to deep fish. Fishing ship harvest rate reduced from 1.1 to 1.0. Doesn't seem that bad. Deep fish reduced from 2,000 to 100. Okay. Siege formation catch-ups. Now we're on the siege. Siege formation catch-up speed reduced. This is a lot, by the way. This is also 50%. Okay. But move back on. Siege formation catch-up speed reduced from 100 to 40. I never actually do the formation, so I guess I haven't like probably been doing something I should be doing. But yeah, that's nice. When used in formation reposition, they can get a speed bonus. Damn, I should be repositioning more. What a noob I am. Okay, this value maxes out at 40% for infantry and cavalry. However, siege units were moving much faster, and this can make them difficult to chase down, even with cavalry. We've standardized this value to 40% to remove the siege race car effect. Cool, like it. Horseman, Camel Rider, Fire Lance, and Knight torch bonus versus siege increased from 10 to 20. Love it. Siege is the worst. I hate siege. I'm happy for all this. Developer note, cavalry is intended to counter siege weapons. Their high mobility should facilitate the ability to quickly close the distance and destroy siege weapons. Cavalry are more expensive than infantry, so getting a critical mass to quickly kill siege weapons is too costly. Increasing cavalry torch damage versus siege weapons helps them shine in this anti-siege role. I hope so. I want this to happen. I like to change. I'm also going to say I kind of like how Relic is taking like baby steps to changing things and they're balancing. Sometimes I say I like it, and sometimes I think they could maybe do a little bit more, but they're not trying to just destroy things and over nerf them, which I like. Except I think in this patch, I've already read the patch notes that maybe something did get nerfed a little too much. Okay, Bombard health reduced from 480 to 400. Heck yeah. Excuse me. See additional changes to Chinese Civ specific Bombard health below. That's what I was kind of talking about. And you'll see in a minute what I mean. Developer note. We find the Bombard's high health meant it was able to fight cost effectively versus too many types of units. I should really like read the entire sentence before I like think the sentence out in my head, so I don't stop. Anyhow, continuing. Its primary role is anti-building, which is, I agree. We are still concerned about the damage per shot of this unit, and will be closely monitoring its performance. Do you know what cannons are good at killing? Elephants. Hey, what kills elephants? You would think crossbows do. Oh, wait, no. The Tower Elephant doesn't have heavy armor, so they suck. But you know what's good? Cannons. Good. I hate elephants. Anyways, siege weapons now deal their bonus damage versus ships. Cool. Developer note, naval units are so powerful versus land units it makes water maps hopeless after player docks are destroyed. This change is targeted at allowing siege weapons to trade blows with ships. Cool. Love it. Adjustments made across the board to reduce siege move speed. Developer note, siege is meant to be lumbering, slow, and powerful. Currently, the power level of siege is there, but it oftentimes is too difficult to pick off when repositioning or retreating. This change is aimed at adding more risk and strategy to movement and positioning of siege equipment. For sure, when I play now, there's times I'm like, oh, I need my siege here, or like I watch streamers or other players, and their siege is so out of position and gets killed. And like you being not that far away, I wish I could have like an actual physical display of what I'm saying. But you just being not that far away and exposing your siege could really be the difference of winning and losing a game. And I like that they make it even more punished now. And Bombard Speed reduced from 0.88 to 0.62. Sure, I wish I could see these actually in motion and not just numbers because it's hard to like know. Springalds from 1 to 0.88. Mangonels from 0.88 to 0.75. Nested Bees from 0.94 to 0.81. Good. It's all needed. Abbasid age uptime reduced from 120 to 105 for every age. Wow. So, I was going to make a series of videos of me playing Abbasid as I'm not being good, and I'm doing very well, by the way. And so I was going to post all the games. But since this patch is coming tomorrow, I'm probably going to make 2 videos tonight. I'm probably going to post them. Probably one tonight, and then probably have one come out like early morning tomorrow. Pre-patch Abbasids, because this is going to help, and they do get some buffs in this, and like that's huge. So I've been playing an okay amount of Abbasid, and that's so much. 15 seconds, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. Like if that I'm gonna love that as an Abbasid player. Especially going from Dark Age to Feudal Age, it's so huge. Like if I'm like expecting a rush, it's like faster archery range I can get up. Either way, it's 15 seconds for faster archery range. Like it's really good. And it might make this Abbasid being more aggressive more of a thing. So we'll see what happens. I've been loving playing Abbasid, by the way. It's been a lot of fun. I think they're a cool civilization, but now after reading the patch notes, I have a feeling a lot of people might be playing them. Anyways, developer note, Abbasid lacks the ability to speed up landmark construction times with villagers to age up. Instead, they get to save their villagers time to gather resource. This mechanic is intended to be a bonus. However, we can feel like a penalty as it limits the civilization ability to dynamically adapt to the state of the game, or the game state. We've reduced the age up time so Abbasid's House of Wisdom feels like not a limiting factor, but instead a powerful bonus. I like that. I just think, gosh, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's like, I agree it needs done. But maybe too much. Abbasid Dynasty and Delhi Sultanate. I should know how to say. I should know how to pronounce that. Whatever. Shared changes. Increased explosive Dow detonation range from 1 to 2 tiles, so it matches the intended explosion radius. Dow damage increased from 8 to 10. Ooh. Developer note, Dow is by far the weakest of the aerorships. We've increased its damage to be competitive with options or other civs. Wow. Just making Abbasid maybe a thing. Berry harvest increased from 25 to 30%. Wow. Berry capacity increased from 10 to 13. Wow. We find many players prefer to take sheep over berries because it's saved villager walk time. Our intention is for Delhi and Abbasid to play differently from the start with an added focus on gathering berries. Wow. Gonna be a lot of testing. Do you want to take berries? Do you want to use that wood for berries? I still don't think you do. That 50 wood is like really important as Abbasid. And I don't think you really want to take berries first. Like part of the reason sheep is good is because you don't have to make a mill. So I think it won't hurt to go there later, but I still think as Abbasid player, you're going to take sheep first until early feudal age, until you get the wood. Okay, Chinese clock tower bombard health reduced from 720 to 600. Good riddance. It's obnoxious. It's annoying. It suppresses the game. I think it's awful, and I'm happy it got nerfed to 600. So they still have what, 200 more health? Nice. They're still tanky. I was in a chat today and people were crying and complaining, and this was necessary. This health reduction is just necessary. Really was. They still have 2 more health. They're still going to be really hard to take down. Official unit can no longer supervise on landmarks. Developer note, Chinese official supervising their clock tower means the effective output of the landmark is tripled. The level of power was creating less varied and interesting unit compositions. They can make such a large and powerful massive siege units. Reload drill, and good. I also don't think this should be a thing either. They can make another one. Make another, like, just go and make another siege workshop like everyone else. Hey, I'm French. I have to build another stable. Hey, I'm English. I have to build another oh my gosh, archery range. I've got Chinese. As you know, I don't play. I just want to make sure that they can actually literally build an extra one before I say this, and you'd be like, wow, dude, don't you make YouTube videos for this game? All right, shut your mouth. I do. But I need to be sure. Okay, yeah, look at this. OP, keep, monk. Yeah, they can make a siege workshop. Okay. It's like, I don't really care. You can make a siege workshop. You can have slightly weaker units. Cry about it. I love the Chinese tiers. I just, like, the Chinese players tiers, like, I just, ugh. Even though, honestly, Chinese, even though they annoy me, I think my best win rate is versus Chinese. Okay. Which makes you really think that this really need to happen. Okay. Reload. Okay, developer note. Reload speed reduction is extremely powerful. These technologies from the highest outputs in the game. We've brought them down and to be in line with similar unit enhancements like incendiaries and chemistry. Cool. Nessabee's damage versus ships increased from 0 to 4. Buff. No, I'm joking. Fix the bug where the Imperial offers a tax section. Cooldown sometimes didn't trigger. Okay. So as much as I said I like all these nerfs, which I totally do, for Chinese, they needed a buff to counteract some of these, like a small buff. I mean, they're not even like a very high win rate civ, so I have the win rates up here, and this is from the latest patch, and we will go to 1600, the highest skill players. Actually, we'll go to where I am. I'm an average Joe here in the 1400s, and there really isn't that much of a difference. Rus is better. There's not really that much of a difference, so we're gonna leave it as is. I'm going back and forth quite a bit, except Apicid and HRE have a lower win rate. These guys have higher win rates and they have lower ones, so we'll just keep it here. The Chinese need nerfed that bad. 45.6. I don't know. You know, I really am starting to think they didn't need it that bad. And even if we go to 1400, 47.3, still, you know, an average Joe here. It has a 47.3 win rate. Did it really need nerfed? Did Delhi need buffs? Like, literally, Delhi got buffed, by the way. I was going to say this for the end of the video, but I wanted to pull up the Chinese-specific stuff now. They shared these. They shared all these. So Delhi's even better on hybrid maps. Come on. Come on. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Delhi is super strong. And it's even higher at higher rates. Or higher games. Delhi is going to be the... I can guarantee it. And if you want to hear my guarantee, you have to wait till the end. Psych. Okay. Increase prelate base move speed from 1.0 to 1.12. Reading is very difficult for me. Very difficult. Developer note. Prelates are a critical piece of the HRE. They are intended to be repositioned within the economy, as well as move with the army to heal and buff units with inspired warriors. Increasing the move speed helps prelates, priests, perform their roles more effectively. Inspire cast range increased from 3 to 4 tiles. Developer note. Properly positioning the prelates was difficult with a short range and made it hard to fully buff groups of villagers. I did mess this up sometimes with HRE, I will admit that. This will increase the unit's output to intended levels. For example, it was sometimes difficult to buff villagers in Woodline and villagers gathering sheep at a town center. I like these. We look at win rates. HRE is the lowest. As much as people complain and moan that their late game is insane, you know what? They blow. They blow. Hey, that's the highest rating. Oh, they blow. Oh, any rating. I think they're second. Oh, whoa. The lower ratings are pretty good. But they still blow. Just saying. Okay. Move on. Mongols. Several changes made to adjust raid. Developer note. Mongols getting lots of resources for burning enemy buildings allows them to snowball an early lead with no hope of comeback. They will never throw. If your building is raided in early game, you will literally have no hope. Anyways, getting resources from a burning building allows the Mongols to create more troops to burn more buildings. Oh, is that what happens with more resources? Okay. Base level of the raid ability has been reduced from 50 to 25. Raid bounty upgrade bonus has decreased from 75 to 50. Raid bounty improved upgrade bonus decreased from 100 to 75. I mean, this is all they did. That's not going to fix this. It will. Hot take. Here's a hot take. I'll do it now. It might be enough to make this, with their buffs, first and Mongols second. I guarantee it. My video before this is Delhi's OP. I knew they were OP before that. Like, God, what a toxic civilization Delhi is. It's going to be the most OP. I'm 100% sure. I don't like Delhi. They need to do more with... Again, I like the baby stuff, but a little more. You know, they're like, oh, yeah, burning buildings gets you more resources to create more troops. You know what gets you... allows Mongols to create more troops? Being able to create 2 at a time. I mean... Come on. Okay. And then Rus. High army technology, fine-tuned guns, reload bonus, time reduced from 30 to 20. I never used that. I don't know what it is. Can we go back to my AoE 4 Rust tech tree? Dude, I don't know what it is. We're going to find out together. Oh, God. No. Okay. Got there. Did I? If I can't... Okay, let's just Google the actual thing. What is it called? I don't even know. High Army Technology. So it has something to do fine-tuned guns. Let's see. Let's see what the Viper has to say. Oh, Bombard reload speed. Yeah, didn't. All right. Yeah, get rid of the bombard reload speed. Done. Focus on respond. Okay, what's next? The last two patches, we focus on responding to many of the prominent balances and bug-related elements you've told us you would most like us to improve with your experience of Age of Empires 4. Following this patch, we'll be keeping an eye on your feedback to better understand what other changes we might bring into play prior to our spring update in the roadmap. Teams also monitoring matchmaking wait times, investigating additional stuff through that. Okay, do we really care about this stuff? No, I don't really care. So we have it. I think Delhi's going to be the best. Easily going to be the best. Chinese, they might actually go below 40. I don't know. I thought people were overreacting, and I think on some stuff they are, but it's going to be hard. Let's see if people can get creative out there. Because it's not like they really... Yeah, Delhi, I think Chinese is actually in trouble. I do. I was crapping on people early, thinking it was an overreaction. I wasn't crapping, I was kind of discussing it in a chat, but yeah, now it might be rough. We'll see. Anyways, Abbasid gonna be, I don't know if they'll be above 50, but that will help a lot. As someone playing a bunch of Abbasid, I am super duper excited for it. So this is my quick summary on the patch. Please continue watching my videos, like, subscribe, do your thing, do the thing. Bye bye.